The iPhone 17 Air seemed like a doomed idea from the start. Many believed it would follow the same fate as the iPhone mini and the iPhone Plus, models that never quite found their place and quietly disappeared from Apple's lineup for years. The standard and Pro models were seen as enough to cover the needs of most iPhone users. But a recent leak has shaken that assumption. A new video shows a dummy unit of the iPhone 17 Air next to the iPhone 16 Pro, and the difference is striking. The iPhone 17 Air, in its rumored sky blue finish, has sparked fresh interest and made even the harshest skeptics reconsider. Originally, expectations were low. Early rumors claimed the iPhone 17 Air would rely on an external battery pack just to make it through a full day. For a device launching in 2025, that sounded like a step backward. On top of that, the phone was said to have only one rear camera. While most people use the main lens for everyday shots, many still like having the option of a wide-angle or telephoto lens for versatility. Losing those felt like a big compromise. The idea was simple, a lighter, slimmer iPhone model to replace the Plus, but in doing so, Apple had to make significant trade-offs, especially with battery size. As one of the heaviest components inside a phone, the battery would have pushed the thickness beyond the rumored 5.5mm if it were larger. Instead, Apple reportedly went with a 2,900 mAh cell, making the device one of the thinnest iPhones ever. The downside is that more than a third of its future owners may find themselves charging twice a day or relying on Apple's new battery accessory. For people who are constantly on the go, that could be a deal breaker. But for those who value design, portability, and style, the iPhone 17 Air could offer something special. In the leaked side-by-side comparison, the iPhone 16 Pro, possibly shown in desert titanium, looks heavy and almost over-designed next to the minimalist iPhone 17 Air. The Air's horizontal camera bar houses a single 8MP lens, giving it a clean, balanced look. It's refreshingly different from the multi-lens clusters that have become the norm. And then there's that sky blue finish. It's elegant, modern, and instantly eye-catching. Against the Pro model's muted tones, the Air's color pops in a way that feels both premium and playful. For some, that alone could outweigh practical concerns like battery life. Apple seems to be positioning the iPhone 17 Air as the thinnest, lightest model in its lineup, a phone for those who prioritize feel and aesthetics over maximum performance or endurance. In many ways, it echoes the philosophy behind older, ultra-thin devices, where design statements sometimes mattered more than specs on paper. This is why the iPhone 17 Air is such a divisive product. It challenges the idea that every iPhone must be an all-rounder. Instead, it offers a focused experience, sleek looks, comfortable handling, and a minimal camera setup, all at the cost of battery longevity and a few extra features. The question is whether enough people are willing to accept those compromises. Some will see it as a fashion-forward choice, a phone that fits effortlessly into a pocket, feels feather-light in the hand, and looks stunning when pulled out in public. Others will dismiss it as impractical, pointing out that beauty fades when the battery dies by mid-afternoon. Yet, Apple has always known how to appeal to emotion. A device that looks this good can easily tempt buyers into overlooking technical drawbacks. That's why, despite all the logical reasons to avoid it, there's a growing sense that the iPhone 17 Air might just succeed where other third models failed. If the leaks are accurate, Apple will have created a phone that feels distinct from both the standard iPhone and the Pro, not just a smaller or bigger version, but something with its own identity. It's thinner, lighter, more colorful, and unapologetically focused on style. Of course, it's not without risks. Battery degradation over time could make the short battery life even worse. Users might eventually find themselves relying on a charger or battery pack more than they'd like. And as with any new form factor, it's unclear how the market will respond long-term. Still, first impressions matter, and the iPhone 17 Air's first impression is powerful. The sky blue model, in particular, has already generated buzz online, with many calling it one of Apple's best color choices in years. It's a reminder that in the tech world, emotion and aesthetics can be just as influential as performance and specs. A phone can have average battery life and still win hearts if it offers something unique and desirable. The iPhone 17 Air may not make perfect sense on paper, but its design tells a different story, one of elegance, lightness, and the appeal of carrying something that feels special. For some, that will be enough reason to buy. For others, it will be a beautiful device to admire from afar. In the end, the iPhone 17 Air proves that sometimes the heart has reasons the battery cannot understand, and in a market filled with powerful, But heavy devices, a thin, chic, and colorful alternative might be exactly the kind of surprise Apple needs.